You didn't use enough swear words for a proper Scotsman. Dislike for that accent, lol. You sounded more Pakistani than Scottish. A proper Scottish accent would require closed captioning turned on. You were close a couple times. Good series. Please don't do a Scottish accent again. It was horrendous. You sounded like you were fake Pakistani, lol. Couple Scottish word for you to say. Ya dafty, your ma punts council, your da sells avon. You sound a mix between Moroccan and Scandinavian. GD, that accent sounded more German than Scottish. Great video, though, lol. Thank you, that guy, FM. That accent was painful. Good video, though. Thanks, Craig Ford. I'm offended. You sound like my Croatian friend. Yas, from Gordon Hunter. And I sound African. Welcome back, my friends. It's episode 2 of the series where we're wiping out the Scottish Premiership, which, sorry, that's all you're getting today. That's the only taste I'm giving you today. I appreciate the comments. I'm glad you guys were able to laugh at me, not with me, at me. So, hats off to you. We're gonna go take a look, see, have we been able to break the deadlock? Have we gotten past Celtic and Rangers? Can we get somebody from a lower league up? Or is it just more of the same, my friends? Let's go take a look and find out. As you can tell, reigning champs, Hibernian. Is that how you, am I putting that? I mean, just look at this. I mean, we don't even have to go, you know, year by year. Hearts, Celtic coming back. And then the new Celtic or new Rangers is Hibernian. Hibernian. Let's go take a look and see how close it was. Okay, so 22-23 would have been the first season. Hearts winning it by 4 points. Celtic. Okay, let's look at the previous season. Let's remind you of what we had. So we had these three, right? Rangers was the shocker on 43 points down there. So the following season, essentially you just swap, or no, it's like Hibernian down to third and everybody else jumps up, right? So Hearts goes up, Celtic goes up. Rangers bounces back, Partick Thistle drops down to 7th, but fairly run-of-the-mill. Air United, League One squad coming up just for a taste of the Premiership. Air United, I believe it's Air. I think someone way back when I was doing a Stirling Albion save told me it was Air, but I could be wrong. Celtic, Hibernian, Hearts, again, like Hibernian, we wiped them out. They just dropped us. I mean, they still had 70 points, right? They win the league the previous season, or no, 2 seasons before that on 72 points. They get 70 points, and you know, they end up in second. Hearts on 60 points. So I guess Hearts drops, you know, what, 14-point drop. Celtic makes a comeback of a whopping 7 points. Okay, and then after that, 68, 66, 62. Rangers again. This is long past having wiped them out. They're dropping down to 7th and 49 points. Hearts down to 5th on 53. Aberdeen making a run up to, I guess that's the Champions League spot. Or is it a Europa League spot? I should know that, shouldn't I? Europa League. Europa League, my friends. I don't know what that accent was. Then, I am wiping out the teams every time. Again, they win it again. Motherwell jumping up with I mean, that's a good result for them in comparison, right? If you go back to reality, right? Second in 12-13 and 13-14, and then a third place in 2007/2008. But you know, in the future, not a bad result. Celtic dropping to 3rd on 62 points. Rangers bouncing back to 59. And then, again, I mean, this is just crazy. I mean, it's crazy, lads. Wiped them out here. They win the league, wipe them out. They jump to 3rd. 2nd, wipe them out. Then they win the league, wipe them out, win the league, wipe them out, win the league. They've got a good thing going, lads. I'm done. I should have stopped while I was well behind. Oh, it's in dollars. All right, here we go. I've taken us back to 2021/22. We've already seen this, but only up to July of 2022. So Hibernian wins the league. We wipe them out. Okay, so that happened June 25th, I think, is when I've been doing it. So it looks like they still said we'll bring in some players. They loaned out a bunch of players, and they sold a player in the January transfer window for $2.6 million. But, I mean, they definitely, like, January brought in $205K. August, that's well past $245K. August, $875K. So that I wiped them out. I did wipe them out. And they're like, eh. And this total down here you can't see behind me. I guess could I move me? That would be weird, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's, I suppose, easier. But now I feel it's weird because I'm floating here. But whatever. Now you can see the number. 2.3 million to 2.6 million. The following season, you know, the full season after being wiped out, 1.2 million and 425K out. I mean, just do whatever you want, I guess. Maybe they were getting money from Champions League something. I just think it's hilarious that they've been wiped out. Then 1.1 and 1, so fairly even. And then 475K and 3 million out. But, okay, 1.6 of that is in one player. Where is the rest? 975K. Okay, so that's two big ones out. Two players. One player in 450K and, you know, 15.5 to 9K. We don't really count those, right? I mean, we do, but 425K in, 1.4 million out. So it's just what I'm a little befuddled by. Like, they've been wiped out. We've wiped out their reputation and their bank balance every time they've won the league. And they've sold a million more, but it's not like a drastic difference. And then obviously, thus far, right through June 27, we've got 140K out and 0 in. But their reputation is regional. So it's the reputation we're about to look at is probably as good as it has been because they've won it 3 years in a row, despite the fact that we've wiped them out and knocked their reputation back to 1 every single time. And they've still got, what is that? I mean, they've got 3 million in the bank. So I'm wondering if this isn't having as big of an impact on the league because the values aren't as high. So like if your competition has got 5 million in the bank, it's not like they can go buy a bunch of players like a Man United could or an Arsenal or whoever, or your competition in that league, right? So you get wiped out and now you're back to 3 million. Well, your competition has 5 or 6 or 10 million. It's not like they can go Manchester City it and go buy every single player in the league and just dominate. So in the smaller leagues, I wonder if there's less variation with this type of an experiment because of that. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. I just kind of came up with that. So, you know, am I a genius or an idiot? Probably both. I mean, we can go look. We'll look at Hearts and Celtic here to look at their transfers. Just there's a snapshot of what they've looked like here. So they last won it in 23-24. So we'll go back to, this is the start of this episode, 2022/23. 2.4 million in, 650K out, not a big deal. 3.9 to 575. This is the year they won. The following season, 2.3 million out. So kind of flipping the script there, 250K in. So that, you know, that would indicate they've had, I mean, that's a bunch of players, right? Like that is a bunch of players out and not many players in, regardless of the values. But then the season after that, I mean, a lot of loans, but 235K in, 725 out, 235K. That, I mean, okay, that I think is a little curious. 1.6 out there, 1.6 million. 235, 250. Okay, I was just like, is 235 the magic number? Seeing it twice in a row, and then 205. So small numbers. I think that's probably what's happening, but it could be wrong. Hearts, let's go back. 25.5 and 425 out. Again, it's usually like one player making the difference. 0 in, 275 out. 23K in, 1.6 million out. That's, I mean, again, 1.5 of that being one single solitary player. 0 and 33.5K. And then a million in and 375K out. And 375K and 175K out. They've got a better reputation. 3,037, 1.5 stars. And they've got 7 million in the bank. So I think that's what I'm thinking, right? So they haven't been wiped out except the one time. They've got And so because of that, they've had prize money and running essentially a normal business, and they've only got $7 million in the bank. So again, they can't. Not getting wiped out hasn't given them an advantage over the teams getting wiped out. The numbers just aren't big enough. Rangers, because they've, I mean, once they took a nosedive, they have yet to recover. So 9th, 5th, 7th, 4th, 7th. 2-star, so they've actually got the best reputation. That's interesting. But they've got 909,000 in the hole. So did they go buy somebody? What? Or is it just poor results? Oh, this is the interesting part now. 33K, 70K, 475 to 150. Okay. Then the reverse, 425 to 1.7 out, but again, one player. So it's not like you're losing your entire squad. 700K in, so spending some money. Look at the players. They're picking them up from the league champs. And 215K out. And then 215 in and 425 out. They bought a Stirling Albion player, Brian Ross. I should stop. And then 0 and 0. So that is curious. Is it because they haven't been as high? They haven't been in the Europa League, Champions League spots. That's impacting the bank balance? Maybe. I think that's kind of interesting. So that's what we got going on, my friends. Let's go take a look. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's gonna be good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, you know what? I didn't even know Stirling Albion had been in the championship before. I mean, up twice and right back down, but who cares? Made it, and then fairly significant drop there. And you're like, why? If you're new to the channel of the experiment, I did a save. My first ever save was a journeyman in FM17, and my first ever team was Stirling Albion. So I've like adopted them as my Scottish team. I have a kit on order for them. I actually heard back from the general manager today. They're finally getting a new batch of kits in. They're gonna send me that and a scarf and a mug. I am super pumped. Super pumped. But this would not indicate good future results. So hopefully, I mean, it'd be great. I mean, that they missed promotion. They made the playoffs, didn't make it up. They've started off rather poorly this season. But maybe we're just a year behind and we can make that resurgence this season and get promoted and do more of this. That would be cool to be along for the ride for that. So I just thought I'd take a look. Regional reputation. I wonder how much money they've got in the bank. They've got more money than the Rangers. That's quite sad, really. Oh my. Okay. All right, my friends. I think we'll do this at least one more episode going 5 years in the future. I'd like your opinion on that, to see if we need to go further, simply because we're not seeing, and again, you may know these clubs better than I do, right? I know Proudy, another YouTuber has been, or YouTuber / Twitch streamer has been trying to get Livingston promoted and struggling mightily, but it looks like they are definitely a Premiership team, so that's not out of normal. Something with Kilmer. It's just not. There's not anything. I guess Falkirk. No, they dropped. They've been a Championship side in reality, but they've made their way back up. So maybe that's a little bit different. But I'm not seeing like massive differences where you're like, oh, who's that club? What are they doing here? It's kind of remained the same. And again, I think that's because the balances aren't too different. I'm thinking Bundesliga would be next after that next episode. So let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Make sure you hit the like button. The number of likes on the first episode were like phenomenal. I'm going to move myself back down over here because it's freaking me out. We have like 31 likes. I'd like to see if we can get the 40 likes on this one. So if you're watching this video and you've made it to the end, 1, thank you for watching to the end. 2, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get it over 40. And if you're new, subscribe. This would be an interesting place to subscribe if this is the first episode you've seen of mine. Go back, watch the first episode maybe, I guess. I don't know. But that's what we got going on there. Thank you for watching. Check out the stuff that's going to be popping up here in just a second. Have a good I almost said gray root. Good/great is what I just cut that out. I won't. But have a good one.